10,665 pounds. This is a Columbus 320 rear sofa here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you'd like to see if we have this in stock and available, please visit the link down in the YouTube video description where we have anything that we have in stock clearly listed with price tags. This is a member of our consignment fleet. We're selling this on behalf of some folks, so if you're, don't get your head too wrapped around that. Long story short, it's a lot like real estate, where you can imagine that we're the real estate agent and this is a house. The only difference is we go above and beyond to do a little more advertising than, I don't know, some agents. I'm sure there's some really good real estate agents out there. Anyway, so one owner, 2013 that is, and why is it here, was my question, because it is in gorgeously kept condition. Long story short, they were just done camping. They bought this and they used it 10 days a year. Every year, they had one trip for 7 days and one trip for 3 days. And other than that, it sat in storage. And if it had to have been kept on with indoor storage, because the skin is gleaming, the decals are brand new. It looks to be in factory fresh condition inside and out. And I would be willing to bet it was kept with heated interior storage. It's fantastic. She's a little bit heavy, big triple slide, so we've got the better riding trailer pin box and suspension. Big front storage capacity up here. Now, I want to point out a couple things that I walked past when I was jack-jawing earlier. This is like, what is this thing? What is a Columbus? It's basically Palomino's take on a lot of things that open range RVs do. They said, hey, we like that. We'd like to tap into some of that. Like, this has a triple 20-pound propane system. All three tanks are hooked up, but 20-pounders instead of 30s because they're lighter, they're easier to move around, you can exchange them more easily, and a little slide-out tray on this side for easy access to the interior tank. The other tank you'll see side-saddled on the other side of the coach over there. Good storage here, and you can see all the components for your central vac and everything located right here. Separate outdoor entertainment system, like we've got our little stereo TV hookups right here. This is where you can dump your central vac. Little battery disconnect is handy. Look at that. They even kept track of their central vac bags, but you can look at this. You haven't had cargo shift eating up the flooring in here. Everything in this thing looks really sharp and in excellent condition. And again, look at just the gleam on the skin of this. It was kept clean. It was stored away from the weather. One owner, barely ever used. So, I mean, it's been used, what, 50 days ever in its lifespan since 2013, and it's barely touched. Slide-awning toppers to protect your slide-outs from falling debris and extra brutal weather eating them up. Mentioned that other propane tank over here. We've got our fully enclosed docking station. Down here, it's located inside of the heated front storage capacity, so that'll help with your winterizing, getting through the cold. Of course, heated enclosed underbelly. These have laminated sidewalls and slide walls. That's something I've talked about before. When it's laminated, you know how it's built. If it's not laminated, you need to investigate how it's built. Great little traveling thing with the fold-down travel rack on the back too, and that's perfect for a bike rack. If you don't plan on traveling with this, that is also really awesome for keeping your bicycles from wandering around the campgrounds when you're not there to keep an eye on them. I've heard a couple instances of that. One from Mr. Haylett, the owner of HaylettRV himself. He's had that experience. He had a seasonal site that he purchased. Had a big fifth wheel sitting up there. Came back and his bicycles had moved on their own. Magically grew legs, which is interesting because they had wheels already. Well, he put a bike rack on the back of his fifth wheel, and wouldn't you know it, nobody ever messed with it again. It just keeps an honest man honest, I think. This has dual air conditioners, and they were both built that way from the factory so that you have dual centralized AC. The previous owners, they used it so sparingly, they actually left themselves a little cheat sheet in the bedroom indicating exactly what each zone on the central, HVAC system, heating and cooling system, represented. That way they knew what each switch did. Stepping inside here, it's got, I mean, you see layouts like this all the time, but again, a little aspect that they kind of borrowed from the Open Range family, that's actually a mobile island. when the slides come in together, it gets a little close, so they make the island roll around to move. Plus, now you're not relegated to a fixed kitchen island. So when it travels, by the way, because the first question you're going to have is where does it travel? You see these little straps on the floor right down there. It sits right here. You strap it down in place, and then you just head on down the road. Plus the little casters that it's on lock. It does not move easily. I tried to yank on it when the casters were still locked. It doesn't move. So dual super slides. They're both 6.5 foot tall, so they're very easy to access. And this has an awesome side entertainment and really kind of pseudo desk arrangement. Look at this down here. I mean, you could hook up a tablet, a laptop, or a keyboard or something right here, or put, hook that into your TV. This could literally be a mobile office workstation with this giant, I don't know what, 40-inch HD TV inches from your face, probably giving you radiation. I don't know. We'll find out later. That's why we all have cancer, because of TV. Anyway, everything gives you cancer, I'm pretty sure. That's something that's touched everyone's lives. Wow, I didn't mean to make this all dark and depressing. Moving on from that note, great drawer space. They've done a great job of that, and right down below, especially if you're doing your office work, you can keep your toes nice and toasty with that electric space heating fireplace. And those do have, like, LED visuals. But even the side cabinets, I mean, even these bonus cabinets around the TV, those are deep. They're functional. This is a great design. This is a trifold sleeper sofa in the back, so if the grandbabies come along, or if you have a couple adult guests, 2 adults can easily, comfortably sleep on that. All windows open for ventilation, and even these side windows over here have your little window pockets that open up. So you also have like a 270-degree viewing angle of your campsite from in here, and it's awesome. Now, those windows are heavily dark tinted if you remember outside. We can see outside like a champ. Nobody can see inside here, though, unless they have their nose pressed against the glass. At which point, you're going to hear their nose going against the glass, and you're going to know they're there. They opted for a larger, very residential-looking theater seat. It's still RV grade and everything, but it has a really residential look and feel. It's big, it's large, it's plush, it's very comfortable for big guys like me. Big guys, big ladies, whoever, you're going to like this. Also, with the real little storage pocket in the middle, and there's all your, remote controls all stored away in there for you. The dining setup here is awesome. It's ideal for couples. They stole this idea straight out of a diesel pusher, and that is not a knock against them. This was a smart decision on their part. This is a couple's coach. Most of the time, it's going to be used by a couple. However, sometimes couples have grandkids or guests or friends or whatever. Well, that's why they have a pair of these decor-matching fold-away chairs and the table extension leaf. You can flip those out and entertain 4 people comfortably with plenty of elbow room. And you see the nice little pocket down here. Again, ideal for mobile office use or even just extra napkins or things like that. Now, the kitchen over here, remember, this island can float around. The island does a lot of stuff. Like, you see how the countertop actually is asymmetrical. It sticks off the one side, so you could use it like a breakfast bar. Now, it's also got some excellent storage in it. I love that little double layered pantry. There's a trash door on the opposite side here, and that you can locate this, right next to the sink. Also, there's additional, should have gone around the other way. Oh, God, that does not move easy. It moves easier when you unlock the casters, guys. I'm trying to pick it up and wiggle it like a heavy shopping cart. That's the problem. Full storage down there with additional little kitchen utility drawer right next to you. Now, we've got additional drawer under the stovetop. Huge cabinet space beside the stovetop. All solid surface counters, island inclusive, and bathroom counters also match all this. Stainless recessed sink down there. Great storage above. I mean, that's a convection microwave. I mean, this is jazzy. This is really sharp, really smartly appointed. You got the big vent fan, the power vent fan above your whole kitchen cooking area with a wall control. Actually, it's a remote control fantastic fan. That's what that white thing is there. You can sit anywhere in the camper and turn the fan on and off to get some airflow moving around. It's really slick. And even though it's mounted low, it's a hidden control panel. So the grandkids, it's out of sight, out of mind. Their little fingers aren't going to mess with it. And something I harp about all the time, a coat closet right when you walk in the entry door. Well executed floor plan. I mean, they did just a great job here. Moving upstairs, beautiful bathroom. I mean, just aesthetically super appealing. Huge, like 60 12-inch walk-in shower. Again, bigger MaxxAir vent fan. You got the huge skylight above that shower, and the shower has a nice little seating area. So you can sit down to do your business, shave your legs, whatever. Well, you're going to do your business here. You're going to sit down there. You never mind. You know what I mean. Seamless, self-supporting structural shower, meaning you can literally jump up and down in it and not hurt it. And look at the size of that big monster sink. That is a monster sink. Like, that is a monster sink. I like the extra little countertop there for your shavers and stuff, and a big double vanity. I don't have the lights on in here, and this is the brightest room in the camper. It's crazy how well lit this is. Upstairs here, got our sliding pocket privacy door to the bedroom. Easy, full, walk-in height bedroom. It's like a 6.5 foot tall bedroom everywhere, no problem there. And even, it doesn't, like, where it begins to taper up front, it's maybe inch and a half, you know, no problem. So remember, dual centralized air on this. This is 50 amp service, keep that in mind. True king bed, 70 by 80 real king bed, and I love the little fascia mounted side pockets on there. Nice little touch. And they made this a full deep slide, by the way. A lot of bedroom slides in RVs are 18 inches deep. It's enough that the bed can go in and out without hitting anything. They made this a full 3 foot deep slide. That is rare, but it also gives you bigger windows up here. Now we've got our 8 foot wide, our full wall to wall rather, storage up front. They segmented this in a little different, interesting kind of way. Let me kick the light on in here. So we've got all of our hanging storage on one side. We've got that recessed storage that goes up into the nose cap. Now here they built in a handy little laundry hamper and like a dresser shelf arrangement. Now in this closet, this is stackable, capable, washer, dryer prepped, and here's where you can stow those extra 2 little folding chairs. The bedroom TV left in from the previous owners. So again, they were not scavengers. They were simply done adventuring, effectively, guys. They came up with other means for adventures, as it were. You know, big dresser. I like how they even included an extra little utility or device shelf down there. So if you do want to add like a Blu-ray player, this is what I was talking about. Just to make sure they wouldn't screw anything up, they left themselves instructions. It was used so little that they had to leave themselves instructions on how to use the air conditioner, guys. That's the kind of shape and condition and ownership this has gone through. It just impeccably well kept, very well appointed, extremely well executed, beautiful looking floor plan. Give us a call if we have it in stock. You'll see it on our website. We do hitching pieces, parts. We still, even though this is a customer-owned unit, this is something we're selling on consignment, we still take trades. We still do financing. We can do everything for you on this that we could do for you for one of the RVs that we technically own here ourselves at HaylettRV. So there's no real downside to it. It's just an extra piece of inventory that you folks get to see and possibly enjoy. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Have a great time.